So I often get asked the question, what's the deal with broccoli? So let's try understand. I'm sure you've heard about the story of detoxification, that our bodies are continually exposed to toxins, either from our external environment, pollution, pesticides, herbicides, but also from toxins that are made by our body, like estrogen metabolism, hormone metabolism, that we want to clear from our body. Certain genes we have may make us more or less optimal in terms of how we manage these toxins. So we want to make sure that when we understand our genes, we're able to upregulate, to switch on detoxification to clear these toxins from our body. So let's understand what role broccoli plays in that. So there is a compound called sulforaphane, which has become very famous. And it may just be the most exciting compound that we find in the vegetables we eat of this century. But the trick with sulforaphane is that we can't actually eat it in our vegetables. We have to eat vegetables in a certain way to be able to produce this amazing molecule called sulforaphane. So first we need to think about where we find it. We need to eat a group of vegetables called cruciferous vegetables: broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, kale, kohlrabi, broccoli sprouts. And in these vegetables, we found something called glucoraphanin, and we found a very special enzyme called myrosinase. When we bite into our broccoli, the action of biting and chewing makes that enzyme connect with this glucoraphanin, and when it mixes together, it produces this amazing compound called sulforaphane. So what does sulforaphane do? Sulforaphane, found in these amazing vegetables, switches on our detoxification genes. It can switch on single detoxification genes to help us clear the toxins from our body, or it can act like a master switch. When you walk into your house and you switch on that one switch and it lights up your whole house, sulforaphane does the same thing. Sulforaphane switches on a master switch called NRF2 that switches on over 500 genes in our body that are all about defense mechanism, detoxification, reducing inflammation, reducing oxidative stress. But unfortunately, there's a bit of a catch. We need to eat these vegetables raw. Really, we do. And the reason being that the moment we cook or heat those vegetables, the myrosinase enzyme is destroyed, and then we're not able to get that super action of when myrosinase acts on glucoraphanin to build our beautiful sulforaphane. So obviously foods like coleslaws and broccoli salads are going to be an excellent choice for us. So how much is enough? Well, there's no one answer for this. The truth is, when we're trying to think of personalized nutrition, we need to look at our genes. And the first thing we need to understand is how impactful are our genes in changing the way our body detoxifies. If we have that insight and we know that, we can then figure out how many of these vegetable portions do we need to eat a day? How can we build them into our diet, our lifestyle, potentially smoothies and salads, in soups perhaps? But first we need to know our genes, and then we're able to make that decision. And if that really doesn't work out, there are some fantastic supplements in the market that can help us top up our sulforaphane intake. And that's because knowing your genes means that health is a daily choice.